Hi, everybody. Mike from Evermend.
Brian from Evermend.
And we're going to talk to you today about how negativity can actually be a positive thing in your life.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. We like to post a lot of positive and uplifting posts on Evermend, but we never really focus in on the negative. And I think that's essential for you moving forward with your life. Let me give you a perfect example. Is you have a vehicle, you drive your vehicle, you hear a noise coming from your vehicle, and the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to get that addressed. You want to go to a mechanic, have him diagnose it, figure out what the problem is, so you don't have that problem in the future. You're not going to turn your radio up and tune it out. Well, the same thing applies to your life. You have something negative that's going on, you want to address that negativity so you can rebuild on it and create something positive. What the fuck is so funny?
It's really positive.
What?
I was listening to that. That was really positive.
Well, I thought about that.
Obviously, because you spoke words.
Well, it's something that I've been thinking about a lot since we talked about posting a positive video.
No, you're exactly correct. I think in some instances we really need to... A lot of people will go around and they'll take the positive route, which is a fantastic route to take, but you can't always be positive. There are a lot of negative things in life that do need to be addressed as you continue on your journey to being a better human being. By facing your negative things, it's the only way you can get to being positive. Understanding the relationship. What the hell is that?
Don't worry about it. It's not on the video. It's just a phone call. Did that scare you?
This is why we need a camera.
Yes, I understand that.
So I don't think we need to focus just on the positive. You also need to look at the negative factors that are causing the issues in your life. So whether it be financial, whether it be business, whether it be love life, whatever those situations are, you have to recognize where the problems are first. Once you figure out where the problems are, then you can find those solutions to each one of those problems, which will in turn end up allowing you to be a little bit more positive about your situation. An example of this would be I quit my job as a general manager back in July. I was not happy with my job. I made decent money doing it, and I quit without a plan. Now, I don't advise people quit without a plan because it was pretty shitty.
Yes.
But going through the trials and tribulations of potentially losing my house, losing my cars, losing my wife potentially, allowed me to recognize, okay, where were the deficiencies? Where were the problems that we had? I worked through each individual problem that went with quitting my job and not having the money to pay my bills. And now I'm back to a point where not only do I have the freedom of being able to work for myself and be able to do these videos and work with Mike, but I have the ability to pay my bills as well because I have steady income coming in because of making the right choices based upon a negative situation.
So you took a negative situation, embraced it, and turned it into a positive.
Correct.
Is what you did.
Correct. But if I had gone straight to being positive and light and fluffy about everything, I'd be homeless right now.
So you didn't hold the whole gimmick with affirmations, which I hate. The whole idea of affirmations, where you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, "I'm happy."
Yeah, you shouldn't.
I'm beautiful.
You should not have to ever look in the mirror to validate yourself.
Yes.
You should know who you are, and if you don't know who you are, take the time to figure it out. It's a very difficult process to be comfortable in your own skin. Mike looks uncomfortable in his skin right now.
I am not uncomfortable in my skin. I'm thinking about affirmations and how
But I don't
ridiculous
think I don't think affirmations work.
They don't.
I think they work in the short term when it comes to positivity each day. So if you wake up and say, I'm thankful and grateful, to be here, be alive, I'm going to enjoy my day, I think that's a positive thing. But I don't think standing in front of your mirror telling yourself that you're beautiful or that you love yourself, I don't find that helps at all.
It doesn't help because we as humans are the only animal or species that has cogent thoughts, are
Right.
able to have cogent thoughts. We're able to think about our thoughts.
Correct.
So we can sit there and tell ourselves as much as we want in a mirror, I'm happy, I'm perfect, everything's great. But essentially, if it's not great, subconsciously, you know that it's not great.
Right.
Okay?
So it's self-defeating.
Exactly. It's just going to resurface. All right? So like you said, in the short term, yeah, it's okay, but I never agreed with that.
No, I think you have to take the hard look at yourself and say, what is wrong with me?
Yes.
Okay, what things can I improve in myself? And then put a plan together for yourself and say, okay, you know what? Today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to learn something new. Or today I'm going to wake up and I'm going to make someone laugh. Or today I'm going to wake up and make myself eggs, which I haven't had in a long time. Do something for you, something you enjoy each day. Because if you do that, it's going to extend to other people.
I totally agree with that. I'm going to make eggs for my girlfriend tomorrow.
Eggs are good.
That's what I took out of that.
Just the egg part.
Just the egg pot. I just want to make eggs for my girlfriend tomorrow.
You're going to make scrambled? Or
No, actually, she can't have eggs. They upset her stomach, along with me.
Well, she needs to take a good look, hard look at herself and figure out why eggs are upsetting her stomach.
Probably because she had her gallbladder removed.
And the same thing happened with Denise.
Yes, see?
Yes. So something with having a gallbladder removed does not allow you to eat eggs the way you should.
Let's look at the positive. So now she doesn't have to worry about getting extra cholesterol from eggs. No extra sodium content from eggs.
Well, they found those amounts were negligible.
They were negligible, but they're there.
Okay.
Okay?
I believe you.
The risk
I
of,
just had, I had
risk
a
of
picture,
salmonella
I
goes
had a
down.
picture of a chicken laying an egg in my head.
Did you?
Just now.
Excellent.
So when it comes to the positivity, it's good to push yourself each day. Get to know yourself. Spend time with yourself. Don't isolate yourself from society, but take the time to know yourself. Journal. One thing that got me through really difficult times was actually journaling and learning who Brian was. I'm still discovering new things about myself every day that I didn't know. There are things I don't like, there are things I do like, but I'm constantly improving and trying to be better each day. And I think if you take that approach to it, you're focusing on the negativity, but you're also being positive. You have a positive outcome each day.
So let me ask you a question. Paradoxically, if you look at it in this light, so Alan Watts refers to this as the backwards theory, okay, where the constant want and need for something, to want to be great and want to be happy all the time, actually reinforces the fact that you lack it.
Correct.
So how do you combat that?
I think you combat that by facing the current problems that you have in
the
your
negative.
life. Facing the negative.
So essentially, having a positive experience is a negative experience, and then accepting a negative experience is a positive experience.
I believe so. Yeah, because you're actually creating a new pathway to be positive, because you're recognizing, okay, this is a negative situation. Well, how can I get out of this negative situation? And then you look at the resources you have around you, because all of us should have resources at our disposal to be able to fix our problems, and we do. It's just reaching out and finding them instead of sitting in the same problem. So by reaching out, figuring out what resources you have at your disposal to fix the particular problem that you have, you're going to end up being positive long term.
Yes.
Once you recognize the negativity. But you can't put a Band-Aid on the negativity called positivity Band-Aid.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's
Not
just
at
going
all.
to resurface. That's what a lot of people do. They suppress that negativity. I had one woman in my car who I was Ubering. She told me she doesn't want to surround herself with negative energy. And I said, why? She said, because it hinders my progress moving forward with my life.
Okay.
And I said, why does negativity hinder your progress moving forward? Negativity is something that's always going to be there. Negativity is what's going to help you build upon your life. It's going to help you progress further. So you're not going. If you just keep suppressing all that negativity, it's just going to keep resurfacing.
Right.
You're basically putting a Band-Aid on it, like you said.
But I think by recognizing where the negativity is, you recognize the negative. So if you're surrounding yourself with negative people, okay, I have a bunch of friends that are negative, that I know they're negative, I know how they're negative, I know how they're dragging me down, so why do I want to continue associating with this particular crowd?
Yes.
So by disassociating myself from that negative experience, after I've recognized what that negativity is, then I'm going to be able to continue on my path to being more positive each day.
Makes sense.
That's how I live my life.
Yeah.
I just look pissed off all the time.
You do. You came out of your mother pissed off.
I did.
What you
We
said.
discussed that once.
But I also think of negativity as a good thing when it comes to, I'm reading a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, which you're aware that I'm reading, but he mentions that how you embrace negativity moving forward with your life. So the pain and struggle that you endure during certain experiences actually turns into a positive. So going to the gym, for instance, you end up with sore muscles, fatigue. You have to spend hours in the gym. You actually have to cut out on some things that you enjoy, but all in all, you end up with a positive experience, overall wellness,
Right.
better energy, breathe better cardio health.
And like I said, that could translate into being positive a lot of the time. I mean, you're feeling good, you're releasing the proper chemicals and endorphins or whatever else, is released during these physical activities. So it's allowing you a positive attitude, but you can still keep a watchful eye on any negative stimuli that may pop up into your life.
Yeah.
Once you recognize what that stimuli is, then you can sit here and say, okay, well, why is this coming into my life?
Okay.
Did you just agree with that?
I think you're teaching me something right now. It's fantastic.
Oh. Well, that's how I do it.
Yeah, we're here to teach people, and you're teaching me.
That's how I roll.
This is great.
Yeah. So once you recognize, and like I said, in psychology, they have the important terms, but in layman's terms, because we're just regular guys, if there's a stimuli that is aggravating and tickling me and pissing me off, I'm going to figure out why it's aggravating, tickling me, and pissing me off. And I'm going to figure out ways to neutralize that and say, I'm not going to allow this to tickle me and piss me off anymore.
You got to get to the root. You got to get
to the root of the problem.
Or it's still
what is the problem? Why do I have this problem? When I have a flat tire, I'm going to look at the tire and sit here and say, why do I have a flat tire?
Did you just improve my car analogy right there?
I think so.
You did.
Yeah.
Mine was a noise in the engine, and you went to a flat tire.
But flat tires are concrete. A noise in the engine is kind of ambiguous.
Yes, but a noise in the engine also relates to somebody being able to tune it out. If you have a flat tire, you have to pull over because you can't essentially drive anymore.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what negativity can do. It can stop you in your tracks.
It can hinder your progress.
There you go. So by stopping, recognizing the problem, saying, I have a flat tire. Okay, why do I have a flat tire? Oh, there's a nail in it. Yeah. Oh, the sidewall blew out. Oh, I overpressurized my tires. Oh, I hit a piece of kryptonite. Any of those reasons, then you're going to know why the tire went flat. Okay, now how do I fix this problem? Okay, well, I have a spare in back, or I can call AAA. Do I know how to change a tire, or do I not know how to change a tire? Let's follow the algorithm. If I don't know how to change a tire, I call AAA or any other, we're not just AAA people here. Or I sit there and say, you know what? I learned this way back in 1998, how to change a tire properly. So I'm going to challenge myself and change a tire.
This is very inspiring.
I feel inspired already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go change a tire.
I am going to go out and change a tire.
All right.
I'm just going to drive around.
So on that note, everybody, like I said, when it comes to negativity, you need to recognize it in your life. Something we do at Evermend is when we talk to our clients, we find where those stimuli are, and we try to give them solutions how to fix that based upon our personal experience and what we continue going through. So I think, like I said, if you guys have any questions, please comment on the video. We have our YouTube channel, and we have some great new content coming out to kind of learn about this. We're going to be doing some real in-depth videos coming up here very shortly This was kind of an off-the-fly video, but we do feel that it's really important that, with the positive things that we promote, we also want to look at some of the negative things to understand why they're negative, why we perceive them as being negative, and what we can do to better those things so we can push forward and get to our ultimate potential, which we're still trying to do.
Yeah, and one negative that I feel that happens is you use a lot of words, and you take a lot of the words out of what is in my brain, so I'm not allowed to speak after you.
No, you can speak now.
I don't have anything left.
I didn't mean to pull all your words.
You pulled everything right out.
Sorry.
In a better way that I would have.
I used to lecture for hours on end.
I can see that. You're like a
I tell
Alan Watts.
Well, no, I tell some people now I don't even know what words come out of my mouth sometimes.
Well, it's very intellectual and
to
intimidating.
A point, I guess. Well, I'm sorry I intimidated you.
Well, that's why
Mike has a lot of good words.
That's why I have my beet juice.
Yeah. Mike has a lot of good words, and I don't mean to dominate the conversation by any means. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Mike, and you can close this out.
I'm done. Shit. The only thing that you forgot to mention is that the website will be up and rolling very shortly.
Yes, we are working very hard on the website,
and
we're really excited about it.
And we are going to start up our podcast very shortly, as soon as Brian pulls it out of his trunk and sets it up.
The podcast is not in my trunk.
Oh, you handed it over to me, didn't
I gave it back to you, Mike.
Shit.
I don't have anything of yours in my trunk. So
it's actually been my fault this whole time.
Pretty much.
Well, it is what it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why?
To each his own.
Why are you saying cliches now?
Because we hate cliches. So I figured maybe you'll get all red in the face if I said it. Brian doesn't like it is what it is. I don't like it either, but Brian really hates the saying it is what it is. He feels it's very lazy. His blood boils when he hears that. And I even feel that the term his blood boils, I don't think he likes that as well. You can see he's actually turning red right now. I don't see it. I don't see it on the camera. If you look from right here.
One thing I do not like is tato phrases. Okay.
Tato.
And by using the word or the phrase "it is what it is" actually tautophrasal evasion.
Okay.
Okay. By using that phrase, okay, that means you do not want to deal with the specific topic at hand. So you're essentially throwing your hands up and saying, "Fuck it."
Fair enough.
It is lazy. It is a useless term.
Well,
and people that use it, it's useless. So stop using it.
Well, I think people would disagree with you on that.
Good. I hope they do.
Because it is what it is.
You're an asshole.
It is what it is. So you could use it for everything. It's just that universal phrase that you could just use.
It's a bullshit phrase. It is a useless phrase.
To each his own. That's another one. Oh man. To each his own.
My head hurts.
Well, good for you.
All right. Do you want to close out the video now?
I think we're closed. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you're enjoying our content that we're posting. And if you like this video, please give us the thumbs up. And make sure you follow us and click see first, or else you won't see our content on your newsfeed. We're going to be trying to shy away from Facebook. Get more into YouTube a little more.
That's exciting.
Well, Facebook sucks.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's all negative.
It is what it is, Mike.
That's funny. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.